Hello, and welcome to our newsletter. This Thursday's class will be on the relationship between architects or designers and both general and specialty contractors. We will be covering this subject and how you can make sure that it is a win-win relationship from the first call on. If you haven't registered yet, you need to. This class is 1 hour, and I'll talk for 15 to 20 minutes or more, and then we'll open up for questions and answers. It's only $10, and it's always a lot of fun. We'll look at our fall schedule in August and see what the needs are of those that regularly come to our website for help, advice, and the books and programs that we have made available. As soon as we get things together, Devin will post our schedule on the website. And if you have anything that you need, be sure and send either Devin or I an email, and we will be here to answer your questions or provide help as we can. Our office will be closed on Friday, June 24th, and we will reopen again on Monday, August 3rd. Our store is open. All downloadable products and online classes are available immediately, and physical products will be shipped August 3rd. Finally, you can listen to a sample from both the Markup and Profit Revisited audiobook and the Profitable Sales audiobook on our website at markupandprofit.com/audiobooks. Now to our newsletter. You have better things to do than estimating. Last December, I received a note from a gentleman who runs a concrete business with his brother. He asked a great question on estimating and made a few other comments that I want to share. He begins, "Hi, Michael and Devin. I hope things are going well for you and yours. I will apologize in advance for two things, the length of this question and butchering the English language. Anyway, my brother and I are partners in a concrete construction business, currently residential only. We have been in concrete since 1978, have went from 5 employees to 50, and now with 11 total, my brother and I, and an office manager, and 7 guys in the field. Our projects have ranged from 60 square feet dog kennels to multi-level parking ramps. That's quite a variety. In 2009, when the bottom fell out and we went from 16 guys to 6, sales dropped by 45%. Dang, if we didn't do better, much better. After all, the 6 guys we kept were rock stars, and we paid close attention to our costs and did just fine. We have a great reputation, and most of our work is for high-end customers who are more concerned with quality and trust versus low price. So we decided to stay small, pay attention to the numbers, and have done quite well. I came across your website, bought your books, read your weekly newsletters, and now we are really doing well. This year may be our best ever as far as net profits go." Now, I'm going to interrupt this note here to point out that there isn't often you hear someone say that the recession of 2009 made their business better. Sales dropped by 45%, so they made changes. They reduced payroll and kept the rock stars, paid attention to nickels, and made more dollars. Too many people believe that the measure of a company is the annual volume or sales revenue, and they're wrong. The measure of a company is the net profit. It's possible to make a higher net profit with a smaller company, and this is a great example of things going right. Let's go back to his note. Here's my problem. I do most of the bidding, and my brother oversees the projects we complete. We average about 100 projects a year, 115 this year to date, which was last year. I usually quote about 400. Typically, I meet on site with the owners, go back to the office, type up the proposal, email or snail mail it out, and wait to hear back from the owner. I will either text or email the owners to let them know the quote is on the way. This year, as of today, I quoted 538 projects. Now, being December, I doubt I will have many more bids or any other projects this year. It was a terribly hectic, and I did not try it again. It was terribly hectic, and I did miss getting back in a timely fashion with many of the phone messages I received. It was impossible to return all phone calls the next day, and I actually stated that in my voicemail. I get about one job for every 5 that I quote. Knowing our numbers, our price is very high compared to our competitors. That is the way it is, has been, and always will be. I get that, but it seems that I spent much of my time with tire kickers, people just wondering how much it will cost, it being a brand new patio, sidewalk, driveway, whatever. Here's my question. We are thinking about charging $25 to provide a written quote. If awarded the project, the $25 will be deducted from the quoted price. What is your opinion of this? Last summer, I heard that one of our competitors was charging $25 for quotes, so I called him about it. He basically said that he was sick of all the racing around for nothing. He also said that the fee was working out okay. According to him, most were fine with the small fee for the quote. Also, I talked with 2 other concrete contractors, and they said that if I began charging for bids, they would do the same. So, in my mind, charging a small fee for a quote will take some getting used to. After a year, perhaps 2, a small fee will be the norm, right? I truly look forward to each and every one of your newsletters. I have read Profitable Sales and Markup and Profit several times, and I browse them often. Thank you. In the off season, I spend a lot of time rereading your writings. I truly cannot express how much I appreciate the knowledge you have shared. Again, thank you for your comments. That's the end of his note. Now, getting a commitment from potential clients is critical if you want to save yourself a ton of time and work putting together an estimate that won't go anywhere. You have better things to do with your time. If they won't make a commitment and help you put the project together, walk away. You wouldn't have sold the job anyway, and it will save you a bunch of time and work. A commitment involves money changing hands. I suggested he reread the book Profitable Sales: A Contractor's Guide, and by doing estimates without getting a commitment from the potential clients first, he's creating a lot of busy work but not much business. As a specialty contractor, a design agreement might not be applicable because he doesn't do a lot of design, but charging for estimates makes sense. Now let me comment on a few other things here. He's doing a good job of getting leads in the door with more leads than he can handle, frankly. But his sales to leads ratio of 1 in 5 is too low. It should be closer to 1 in 3. He could improve that sales to leads ratio by doing a better job of qualifying potential customers over the phone and, frankly, by improving his sales skills. It doesn't matter whether or not your competitors are charging for estimates. When you sell the value your company brings to this job, the potential client will realize that you are the contractor of choice, and they'd be willing to pay you for your time to put the project together. Don't get in the habit of emailing proposals and waiting to hear back from the owner. That's not sales. It's wishful thinking. I think some company owners get in this habit because it's easier than having someone look at you and say, no. Sales involves face-to-face presentations, and every no gets you closer to the next yes, and that's good. Once you start charging for estimates, you'll be putting together fewer proposals, and it will be easier to reschedule the time to meet with the owners and get a signed proposal. They'll be willing to meet. After all, they paid for the estimate. So, all that said, it boils down to getting the 4 basic questions answered and getting commitments from your potential customers before you do any work. Your time has value. Your sales to leads ratio will improve, and life will be easier when you eliminate the tire kickers, price shoppers, and time wasters up front. Thank you for setting in on this newsletter, and may the profits be with you.